All right, guys, so watch this video for Monday, April 1st. I'm showing you the SPY. We're still kind of, if you go back and look at like, I don't know, the last month, we're basically almost where the month started. So if you look at monthly candles, you see by looking at March, it almost was a flat month, right? But overall, the market's holding up pretty well. And that means I'm just going to go into the watch list for Monday. All right, so CIFS had this nice pop on Thursday, kind of a quiet inside day that stayed in the upper half of Thursday's range on Friday. So I still think it is worth watching for a possible setup on Monday. SRNE, pretty close to having a couple equal tops here the last couple days and a lot of bottoming tails. So it seems like it's getting picked up down here, watching for a potential long setup on Monday. MRNS. Kind of coiling along sideways here, but nice support right at the 20-day. And it looks like it's trying to curl up out of it, so I want to keep my eyes on that one. A little bit of extra volume is what caught my attention in it, so we'll watch that one. AVEO. This one had a nice pop, then a quiet inside day, and then sort of a nice pop again on Friday. Excuse me, closing not too far off of its highs. So this one is certainly worth watching. I'm not a big fan of the under a dollar stocks, but we'll see if it gives a setup. BLNK had this big move back here, then a lower high, and then it kind of fell apart, but had this volume spike, I don't know, about 2 weeks ago that topped out at 339 and then came back down into a range, a sideways range, nice support here, and then trying to curl back up out of that on Friday, closing pretty strong. So if we get over Friday's high, we might be making a run at this high from a couple weeks ago and maybe break out above that. PED, a little bit obscure, but it's kind of an interesting chart. I don't really have that recent high relative volume that I like, and I kind of suspect that this GBR got a big move, which I think was just being pumped, and somehow it caught on because oil wasn't doing anything spectacular, and GBR had this huge move before slowly unwinding the rest of the day. But somebody out there in Twitter sphere or whatever was able to get that thing going, and I kind of suspect maybe traders were segueing over into PED because of that as a sympathy. So that makes me like this a little bit less. But chart-wise, looks pretty good, having topped out a little bit above 3 here. And from here, you kind of had that cup and handle going, and it's trying to break out to the upside. So if there is any move in oil, then PED does become interesting on Monday. VKTX, let's go to, I think we had 4 people in chat post this idea, if you weren't there on Friday, that it had a nice seller at 9 and it looked good through 9 and it was in less than a 20-cent range. If memory serves me, it was Andy M. I think Alan H. I'm not positive. Kona, and then day trader Wayne. Wayne jumped on the mic. But I believe some of those other people put it on his radar. Actually, it was already on our gap play, or on Wayne's gap play list, so he might have seen it anyway. But I want to make sure and not miss giving credit to anybody, because I love the fact that when we have a clean setup, basically straight out of our trading course that we teach, you know, the whole number, a gap play, a catalyst just above. When we have that setting up, I love the fact that people in chat know that setup and post it before it happens. And then, like I said, Wayne, we all have the advantage of having Wayne on the mic, so he was able to, you know, be on the mic and say, hey, several people pointing out VKTX through 9, I like it too, and then boom, and it ends up going through 10. So anyway, having said that, love the teamwork in chat. This one goes back on radar because it's breaking out. This is, you could call to Friday day 1 of a breakout of this long range, right? So we'll see if we get a follow-through setup on that one on Monday. SNSS, I don't love this one, but it did that breakout through $1 that I had this on watch when it looked like this that day. And it ended up ripping to $1.34, which is a nice percentage move. Then over a couple days comes down, flushes the whole number, and then right back up. It doesn't feel like a lot of people watching this, only 734,000 on Friday. So I don't know. I think I threw this on there because it was a recent decent mover, and I couldn't find much, to be honest with you. I only have one more on the watch list, and that is SEEL, which gapped up on news on Friday, but got slapped down. But it does have nice support just below, so I do have this kind of on a kind of a bounce watch scenario, see if it can turn back up on Monday. You know what? It's not a huge list. I'm not in love with it, but we add some gappers to this on Monday morning, and just one or two of these gives a good setup, and one of the gappers gives a good setup, and we've got a great day on Monday. So I'm still optimistic and looking forward to trading with y'all in April. All right, I'm done babbling. We'll see you guys on Monday.